Okay, we are ready to begin. Everybody, please stand to honor the processional and please remain standing for our national anthem. Now entering Randy Rice, the Grand Marshal of this commencement exercise.
Entering are the President of State Technical College of Missouri, Dr. Sean Strong and his party, Mr. John Kleba, State Tech Board of Regents President, Mr. Ed Frederick, State Tech Board of Regents member, Mr. Rusty Dutton, Commencement Speaker, Dr. Chris Bowser, Vice President of Student, Ms. Angie Gaines, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Ms. Jenny Jacobs, Vice President of Finance, Ms. Shannon Bruce, Vice President of Advancement, Ms. Amy Ames, Chief of Staff, Mr. Ben Bearhorst, Dean of Technology, Mr. Chris Minks, Dean of Technology, Dr. Mary Lou D'Allegro, Dean of Curriculum, and Ms. Becky Whithouse, Registrar. Welcome to the 2022 State Technical College of Missouri Commencement Exercise. I'm Randall Rice, Science Department Chair, Science Instructor, Faculty Senate President, and Grand Marshal for today's ceremonies. From the Division of Professional Studies, now entering Assistant Marshal for Communications and Social Science, Jeremy Goss. The Assistant Marshal for Mathematics, Brian Barron. Instructors, Lyndall Cooper, Clarissa McCauley, now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree and certificate candidates in Commercial Turf and Ground Management, escorted by Assistant Marshal Ryan Klatt, and Instructor Nick Rackers. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Civil Construction Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal David Hennis. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Civil Engineering Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Shannon Voss. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in and Design Engineering Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Ken Niekamp. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Electrical Distribution System, escorted by Assistant Marshal David Peterson. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Jeff Holtmeyer and Instructor Mark Borman. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Industrial Electricity, escorted by Assistant Marshal Courtney Schaefer and Instructor Chris Haynes, Chris Myers, and Todd Young. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Nuclear Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Jason Crum. Entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates and Utility Systems Technician, escorted by Assistant Marshal Cole Schaefer and instructors Eric Jurgens, Riley. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please face the flag on your screen. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please be seated. The president of the college, Dr. Sean Strong, will now provide some welcoming remarks.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, faculty and staff of the State Technical College of Missouri, I welcome you to the commencement exercise. Today we will recognize a record 747 students at 3 graduation ceremonies. I think I speak for the rest of the faculty, administration, and staff when I say this is one of our favorite events of the year. I'm very proud of the State Tech faculty and staff that are seated in the front of the stage. They made the best out of a challenging situation the last 2 years during COVID-19. State Tech did not miss an in-person graduation because of COVID, did not put a class online because of COVID, and did not have a mask mandate in place this year. Our approach to dealing with COVID was very different than most of higher education. That said, much of this graduating class and the faculty and staff had to bear the worst of the pandemic last year. I and the board are grateful for all they have done to enable this graduation. Will the faculty and staff please rise and be recognized? Thank you. You wouldn't be here today without your parents and family. I know they've made sacrifices that we will never fully appreciate to get you to this point. I hope the graduates will take a minute and thank you at some point today. I would like to thank you now for all you've done for your soon-to-be State Tech graduate. Will the graduates please rise and turn to recognize the parents, families, and friends of the graduates. Thank you. But even with all your parents' advice, the support of your friends, and the State Tech faculty and staff, this day would not be possible without you taking ownership for your education and making the commitment to get to this point. We know you came to the best college in the country to get a hands-on education. We're very proud of the way you responded to adversity. This will serve you well later in life. It is our life experiences that shape us. You will look back on your time at State Tech as a defining moment. We're proud of you, and we know that we have prepared you to meet your next challenge. For today, enjoy the moment. You will soon be a graduate from the best two-year college in the country. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Strong. I'm Jenny Jacobs, Vice President of Finance, and I have the pleasure of introducing today's speaker, Mr. Rusty Dutton. He graduated from Centralia High School in 1996. He graduated from State Tech's Heavy Equipment Operations program in 1997, then started his career. Rusty has been in the construction industry for almost 25 years. He worked primarily in heavy highway construction and was led to his current role as manager of capital hauling by taking on multiple roles ranging from work in the field to work in the office. He serves on the Centralia R6 Board of Education, Central Missouri Political Action Committee for the Builders Association, and the Emerging Leaders Committee for the Missouri Asphalt Pavement Association. He is a Kiwanis member, but most importantly, he's a husband and a father. He and his wife, Jessica, have been married for 21 fantastic years. They are parents to Tanner, a junior in high school, and Raleigh, a 7th grader. He and his family reside on their farm in Audrain County and are members of the Parkview Christian Church. Outside of work and other commitments, you'll likely find him at his children's sporting events or working to improve his farm, unless it's turkey or deer season, then he's hunting. He also enjoys spending time with his 2 Labrador retrievers, Waylon and Willie, who love riding shotgun in the Ranger. You're going to enjoy his speech. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Rusty Dutton.
I'm going to roll with this microphone here. Good day, everybody. Graduates, family, administration, faculty, and staff. What a beautiful day, and what a privilege it is to be here with you. I would like to thank Dr. Strong and the whole State Tech institution for the invitation, with a special thank you to Miss Ashley Anderson. Miss Ashley is very encouraging through this process and has been wonderful to work with. Although, if she had tips for speaking to a crowd of this size, she forgot to forward them on. Some of you may have read a press release that described me. Some are likely thinking, who is this guy? Why is he here? What is his story? Others are likely thinking, when will he be done? My name is Russell Dutton. I go by Rusty or RD most of the time. But in reality, I'm just a normal guy, just a dude, and I'm not special by any stretch of the imagination. I graduated here in '97 from the heavy equipment program and have worked in the construction industry ever since. I could provide you with more details about my journey and myself, but my proudest achievements were read in the introduction by Ms. Jacobs. I will say the facilities here are extremely different compared to the time I spent on campus. You've likely heard of the story of Quonset hut classrooms, what the campus looked like prior to an airstrip, and back in the day, we parked on rock, not these fancy asphalt parking lots. I'm not sure what the student lounge looks like currently, but in 96 and 97, you could get pancakes, a Mountain Dew, and shoot pool all before class in the morning. That was pretty special. When asked to speak here today, some suggestions were provided. Why did you choose State Tech? What was your experience in attending? And what is your experience in your career? What skills were gained? And any advice that may be helpful. I do feel those topics are unique to each of us. We all take away our own experiences and we draw our own conclusions. So those flawed thoughts did not flow well with me. So I went a different direction. I would like everyone in attendance today, not just the graduates, to think about influence for one moment. Who influenced you in life? What did that look like and feel like? And are you applying those influences? And I'm not talking about TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter. I'm talking about real, true influences. Let me share. My grandfather, some of you can relate, some of you probably cannot, but he was a big guy. He was a man's man. He was a plant superintendent at AP Green in Mexico, Missouri. Everything has its place, and every place has its thing. You wore a shirt at the table, and you didn't wear a hat in a public building. One more thing, you don't pull a push lawnmower. He had sayings like, the ones that make you think. Son, I'll give you $1 worth of nickel knots. That's when I was younger. Your mother and my wife. Wait a minute, you're my grandpa. And my favorite, now, then. Isn't that like a double negative or something? These sayings had a unique way of drawing you into the conversation and getting you to pay attention. Once, of course, you were done trying to figure out the meaning of the original statement. He also lived by two things. Accountability. If he said it, he did it. There was no backing up. And consistency. You got the same man every day. Guess what? In our home, you wear a shirt to the table. You better not wear a hat in the building, at least on purpose. Everything has its place, and you don't pull a push lawnmower. You can actually tell by the streaks in the grass. Talk about having an influence. Now let me introduce you to a friend, if you'll ride with me here for a moment. Tim Wood. I met Tim when I was a concrete foreman. And if you know about concrete crews or concrete workers, well, let's just say we're a little bit unpolished. We think we're larger than life. And we are the work hard and play harder type. That's what makes this next piece special to me. Tim had been around for years and was a superintendent when we started working together. And I found his faith in the folks working for him one of his greatest attributes. I will say that his skills and knowledge of the industry is what most folks recognize. Heck, he's a legend in the heavy highway industry. However, if you're fortunate enough to know and work with him, the faith he places in you is his true influence. Tim calls everybody babe. Often when he would call, he would open with this: I need you to get me out of the woods just one more time, babe. Tim has a way of making you feel like you're the only one on the planet that can help him. His ability to challenge you with like situations where goals were previously met explain clearly his path of progress, and ask for yours, while introducing slowly into the conversation that most everybody else believes it is not possible at all, has you thinking by the end of your conversation that you can tackle the world. There was a time our Vice President of Operations was intent on changing our schedule, and I was fairly vocal. Well, no, I was really vocal about this, and I thought it was a terrible idea. Tim calls me, "Hey, babe, we need to talk." He lets me vent, cuss, explain, and pick apart every reason it would not work. And then he says, "I've known Mr. Pasley for a long time, and while I haven't always agreed with him, he is the boss. If Mr. Pasley wants an upside-down bridge, we are going to build him the best damn upside-down bridge you've ever seen." That's all it took. I got it. Tim's influence. You know, it wasn't an option to ask my grandfather to speak of him today. But I do stay in touch with Tim. Excuse me. And I had the opportunity to ask him if he would allow me to use our relationship as an example here for you. His response verified the reason his influence is so important in my life. "Absolutely, babe. I'm glad I could make a difference. And for that, I am extremely grateful." So, what does that mean? Why talk about those two individuals? Well, they both had a great influence on me, professionally and personally. I don't believe that was ever the intent or focus for either. It was simply the approach they took daily that made them influential in my life. And guess what? If you're in this room, you have those people too. Who are you thinking of? You may have to look around. You may have to reflect, but you have them. We all have them. Now then, did you all get that? Thank you for your time and attendance today. Congratulations, graduates. The world is waiting and the future is exciting. I will leave you with this encouragement and challenge. The encouragement: always seek the influential people in your life. Some will just show up, and others have always been around. And some you may not realize until later. You are responsible for recognizing who they are and why, being mindful that you are likely that person for someone else. And here's the challenge. When, in life, you're asked to build an upside-down bridge, go out and build the best damn upside-down bridge they've ever seen. Thank you.
Thank you, Rusty, for being our commencement speaker for the 2022 commencement series. My name is Dr. Chris Bowser, and I have the opportunity to introduce two very special groups of students. First, will our outstanding students please stand and be recognized? All right. Each program has the option of selecting an outstanding student. The criteria for this award are exceptional academic, technical, and workplace skills. Please join me in recognizing this year's outstanding students. You may be seated. Will our Phi Theta Kappa graduates who are wearing either gold stoles, blue and gold cords, or gold tassels, please stand to be recognized. Phi Theta Kappa is the International Society Honor Society for two-year colleges offering associate degree programs. Students must be invited to be a member of this prestigious group. To be eligible for lifetime membership, a student must have completed at least 12 semester hours with a grade point average of 3.5 on a 4-point scale, maintain a 3.0 cumulative GPA, be enrolled full-time in a regionally accredited institution offering associate degree programs, be of good moral character, and possess recognized qualities of citizenship. Please join me in recognizing our Phi Theta Kappa graduates. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Ms. Angie Gaines.
Thank you, Dr. Bowser. Good afternoon. I have the privilege of recognizing the students achieving scholastic honors as identified in your program. Will the graduates qualifying for cum laude please stand? For this honor, a student must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.4 to 3.59 while attending State Technical College of Missouri. Please join me in recognizing the graduate earning the distinction of cum laude. You may be seated. Will the graduates qualifying for magna cum laude please stand? For this honor, a student must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.6 to 3.79 while attending State Technical College of Missouri. Please join me in recognizing the graduates earning the distinction of magna cum laude. You may be seated. Will the graduates qualifying for summa cum laude please stand? For this honor, a student must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.8 to 4.0 while attending State Technical College of Missouri. Please join me in recognizing the graduates earning the distinction of summa cum laude. You may be seated. Thank you. Dr. Sean Strong, President of State Tech, will now present the President's Award.
The President's Award is based upon the student's demonstration of leadership, citizenship, character, and service to the college. This year's recipient is no exception. This student has recently completed his second term as Student Government Association Officer, is a member of the Associate General Contractors Club, recently represented State Tech at the Governor's Student Leadership Forum. Outside the classroom, the student has completed over 50 volunteer hours in the last academic year and even finds time to record a podcast episodes of the latest sporting events. He always has a smiling face and doesn't know a stranger. Congratulations, Mr. Eric Estrada. Will you please come forward and accept the President's Award?
Dr. Strong, would you like to continue?
Mr. John Kleba and Mr. Ed Frederick, members of the State Tech Board of Regents, will present our graduation candidates. Graduates, as you leave the stage, you may transfer your tassel from the left to the right. Let's make that from the right to the left.
Associate of Applied Science, Commercial Turf and Grounds Management, Ethan O'Neill. Caden Wayne Kinter. Jackson James Royston. Matthew James Lowney. Blake Ripken Garner. Joshua Craig Rippey. Zach Phillips. Zachary Michael Smith. Garrett Michael Anderson. Jaden Rose Henderson.
Tyler Lepper.
Tyler Lepper. One-year certificate, Commercial Turf and Grounds Management, Landscape Management Option, and Commercial Turf and Grounds Management Turf Grass. Cody Allen Brown. Carter B. Lubert. Associate of Applied Science, Civil Construction Technology, Scott Roth. Colton Christian James Pethel. Alec Francis Burr. Ethan Scott Hilgedick. Eric Estrada. Tyler Blake Hastings. Associate of Applied Science, Civil Engineering Technology. Edwin Fonseca Perez. Josie Elizabeth Lousy. Grace Elizabeth Watson. Avery A. Evans. Elijah Aaron Heitman. Taylor L. Ash. Grant Michael O'Leary. Nolan Arthur Thomas Bell. Trenton Cole Dunn. Garrett Leallen Cross. Noah Riley Kiesel. Cameron John Levan. Logan Gregory Thomas. Gage Andrew Vandalik. Robert Lee Bradley. Ryan William Platt. Nathaniel William Moore. Jackson Colin Schumann. Associate of Applied Science, Civil Engineering Technology, and Drafting and Design Engineering Technology. Colton Lane Reedy. Ryan Edward Latimer. Associate of Applied Science, Drafting and Design Engineering Technology. Emily R. Napier. Skylar Potts. Macy Tennille Smith. Jolyn Rianne Garrison. Riley Xavier McCoy. Miles Gampfer. Brett M. Werner. Logan James Jansen. Daxton Floyd Merhoff. Ethan Joseph Brigham. Matthew Paul Lose. Ryan Grellner. JC Renee Prediman. Dylan Kavanaugh. Andrew Cole. Luke Hildebrand. Jack Davis. Jason Montgomery Peters. Aaron James Konuchny. Isabella Nicole Labanca. Addison P. Besson. Jackson Ryan Stegman. Brandon Scott Zumwalt. Christopher Gene Summers. Jacob Allen Walken. Victoria Rose Schulen. Timothy J. McFarland. Isabel Marie Andrews. Lauren Nicole Hubner. Tristan William York. Sarah Grace Drennan. Associate of Applied Science, Electrical Distribution Systems. Kyle Matthew Riley. Ethan Chase Hirding. Dylan K. Lillyman. Jackson Jean Berry. Noah Michael Garwood. Richard Bradley Kernet. Brennan Michael Nipping. Blake Andrew King. Hayden Quinn Rozelle. Connor James Richardson. Ty Johns. Ethan David Wilson. Jacob McFarland. Gage Joseph Bax. Adam R. Laneman. Mason James Scholl. Dakota R. Bamer. Matthew John McDonald. Kobe R. Stegall. Braden Allen Collins. Christopher Michael Sandstrom. Alex Joseph Rohde. J. David Eichelberger. William Leon Kendrick. Andrew Mark Biggs. Cameron Stephen Crawford. Joshua Douglas Reedy. Talon Lubb. Samuel Joseph Lubring. Carson Bradley Burke. Tanner Dale Elam. Cody James McKenzie. Tanner James Miller. Samuel George Schilling. Lute Hoggett. Alexander I. Lazowski. Associate of Applied Science, Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning Technology. Brock Andrew Hooley. Grant Thomas Baker. Tyler Jacob Chestnut. Brandon Lee Stokes. How do you say your last name? Justin Lee Burek. Brody Sean Boone. Jonathan Arturo Mendez Martinez. Dalton Lewis McAfee. Isaiah David Morgana. Riley Patrick Dickott. Ross Franklin Critton. Jacob Murphy Lansford. Hunter Theodore Pritchard. James P. Vandervoort. Wyatt Christopher Lubert. Bo Weston Lubring. Connor Gerald Phillips. Carter Lane Miller. Austin Chase Vaughn. Cole Daniel Clethermus. Blake Austin Darr. Aaron Neal Hancock. Tucker Wade Gruber. Nicholas Jonathan Litteken. Nathan Schutzenhofer. Christian Lynn Snyder. Landon McLean Corwin. Garrett Wayne Wilcox. Taylor Nelson Eaker. Benjamin Paul von Wolfsek. Michael Kemker. Isaac Anthony Trentman. Aiden John O'Leary. Ivan Tucker Franz. Associate of Applied Science, Industrial Electricity Construction option. Zachary Main. Dondre Hadley. Jared Christopher Simpson. Stephen Jared Collins. Corbin Michael Bonnet. Sean Colvin. Camden Hartley.
Philip Robert Marty.
Philip Robert Marty. Ryan T. Kendrick. Dakota Chase Juno Forsha. Jacob T. Heitman. Ethan David Begley. Jacob Mason Carter. Gerald Toman. Brett Logan Foray. Jacob Abraham Boyer. Eduardo Paz. Carter Scott Wilkinson. Andrew Allen Percival. Noah Charles Reaver. Justin E. Shrimp. Garrett Earl Russell. Kyler Brandon Greep. Christopher Scott Castle. Spencer Allen Weberg. Benjamin Lewis Helsher. Hunter J. Bax. Lane Allen Fisher. Jesse Henley. Trey Davis. Parker Wayne Patterson. Jason Matthew Briggs. Garrett Scott Shaney. Braden Philip Monig. Riley Alex Premer. Associate of Applied Science, Industrial Electricity, Automated Controls Technician option. Matthew Stephen Russell. Dustin Andrew Roll. Andrew Gene Dowell. Zachary Neil Held. Bryce Donovan Meyer. William Tanner Bezold. Thomas M. Johnson. Aaron Peyton Meyer. Hunter Alston Meyer. Ty Cameron Sheldon. Corvin L. Bertram. Associate of Applied Science, Nuclear Technology, Reactor Operations Option, Zane Garrett Allen. Ajana Hoban. Associate of Applied Science, Nuclear Technology, Radiation Protection Option, Laura Marie Hall. Gage Cardwell. Joshua Cole Reiki. Caleb Elijah Hansen. Associate of Applied Science, Nuclear Technology, Instrumentation and Control Option, Christopher Thomas Stone. Associate of Applied Science, Utility Systems Technician, Cameron Scott Asquith. Daniel Robert Arthur Burke. Dakota Andrew Compton. Christopher Brian Gross. Lane Jett. Tyler Keelan. Wyatt Michael Kurt. Riley Cole Lentz. Dalton Wayne Lucas. Dawson Lee Meyer. Logan Andrew Pannebecker. Brock W. Penn. Joseph Brian Russell. Zachary J. Swartz. Cody Eugene Van Horn. Jacob David Wonkum. Zachary Ryan Watkins.
The students who have just crossed the stage have met the graduation requirements of the State Technical College of Missouri, and are entitled to receive their respective degrees or certificates. Ms. Shannon Gruss, Vice President of Advancement, would like to welcome you to the State Tech Alumni Association.
You did it! You graduated. On behalf of over 14,000 State Tech alumni, we applaud and congratulate you. In fact, we admire you. Earlier, you received a gift of a keychain. Now, many people would equate this to being a symbol to carry the keys to your success, but that is not the case here. In fact, based on our keyless world, this keychain may never carry keys, but that's just fine. You already have the key to your success. You are a State Tech grad. But this keychain does represent you joining a very elite family, the State Tech family. Now, like any family, we do have some expectations. First, our family supports each other. We will be here for you, and we hope you will be there for us. Whether you need career assistance or just advice from an instructor, we will support you. Second, we want you to stay informed. As you well know, things can change rapidly, and staying informed about what is happening at State Tech will only make you a better family member. So whether it is through Facebook, TikTok, the website, keep in touch. And last, we want you to stay involved. Don't let graduation be the end of your involvement, but just the beginning of a lifetime of involvement. Maybe you will play in our golf tournament or come visit the new country club when it's finished. Be an advisory committee member, become a member of the Board of Regents, or help recruit the next State Tech grads. No matter how you choose to do it, just stay involved. So again, congratulations and welcome to our successful, high-achieving, hard-working, and sometimes a little crazy State Tech family. We are sure you will all fit right in. Mr. John Kleba, Board of Regents President, will now say a few final words to the graduating class.
Good afternoon, and I have great news for you because I'm the last thing standing between you and a proper celebration of your graduation. Always popular that way. On behalf of the State Tech Board of Regents, faculty, and staff, I congratulate each and every one of you for your achievement and acknowledge the hard work and determination necessary for you to achieve this milestone in your life. So if you would please rise and turn and face your friends and family. It is my pleasure as the President of the Board of Regents to present to you the 2022 graduating class of State Technical College of Missouri. Congratulations.
me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Now I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise a toast. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Counting, counting tonight. Just counting, counting tonight. Counting, counting tonight. Just counting, counting tonight. The moon is on my side. I have no reason to run. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? The angels never arrive, but I can hear the choir. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. Give me a second, I